Fight, and fight we will. What is coming, Patriots? Happy Monday. It is August 25th. Wow, it's been 1 year since No Name passed away yesterday. We're going to get into a little bit of that. We're going to get into a little bit of what's going on out here. But first, let me just welcome my partner in justice, Mr. Shady Grooove. Shady.
Hello, Matrixxx. Hello, Anons. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend out there. How are you doing this fine Monday?
Wow, what a weekend, man. I tell you, I'm doing great, man, and I hope you are doing well as well. The mainstream news is just going, it's crazy right now.
I'm trying to keep up with it. It's a little tough.
Right? But we have our president. It looks like everything is under control. What is it, August 26th, did I say? Yeah, August 26th. Maybe I said the wrong date. I don't know. But anyways, here we are. Hi, YouTube. Hello, Periscope. This transmission will be broadcast on Periscope at 17 p.m. on the East Coast. So you can go ahead and tweet that out as well. But always join our show live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's at youtube.com/c/intheMatrixxx. Get over here and subscribe to the most
1300 pain hour.
1300 pain hour, because it's paying for 1300, Shady, right?
That's right.
Wow. So the really interesting speech today. But I want to kind of go back to I think this was Saturday morning at 12:37, and Donald Trump, our president, tweeted this and just made everybody go crazy. So for all the fake news reporters that don't have a clue as to what the law is relative to presidential powers, China, etc., try looking at the Emergency Economic Powers Act of 1977. Case closed. Wow, man. And I mean, I'm telling you, this gentleman is he's the ultimate troller. And I love when people say, oh, you know, we got to take his Twitter account away, Shady.
God,
we
no
don't
way.
want him talking directly to the people.
Every single person that says that has a little bit of swamp creature.
Right? A little bit of swamp creature. And here you go. So this is the Emergency Powers Act International Emergency Economic Powers Act, the IEEPA, right? That's August 28th, 1977. It's a federal law authorizing the president to regulate international commerce after declaring national emergency in response to any unusual and extraordinary threat to the United States, which has its source in the whole substantial part outside of the United States, i.e., you know, it's not Russia, guys, it's China. And China is
wait, what do you mean it's not Russia?
It's not Russia.
You mean it's not Russia?
No. Look there, but
there's
here.
So much Russia.
Russia. Not anymore. Where did that go, Shady? It's gone.
I was like so scared, and now all of a sudden I'm not being scared the same way.
Well, wow. The Biden guy, he had to have his brain surgeon come out. Remember, we uncovered that he had the brain surgery and that he's still messing up, dude. He doesn't even know where he is.
He's just said he was in the wrong state earlier.
Yeah, stop all the incoming. I know he said, I'm glad to be. I can't remember what state it was. I just can't keep up.
I think he said, I'm glad to be in New Hampshire, and he was in Vermont,
there
or
you
vice versa.
Exactly, something to that effect. I mean, yeah. And then Pocahontas.
On the street talking to people that live there.
What about Pocahontas, too? She drew 15,000 in Seattle, Shady.
Oh, yeah, 15,000.
I think Bozo the Clown could get 15,000 in Seattle, though. What do you think?
I mean, Seattle is a little bit of home turf.
It is. Yeah, it's an interesting place. All right, so let's look at Q-Post 1977, right? But let me just, hang on. Let's just play some of this right now because, let me go.
Yeah, I think we should.
Let me go over here because this is amazing. Here we go.
For the most part, wouldn't say in 100% of the cases, but for the most part, and I think we're doing very well. Our economy is doing great. We're having a little spat with China, and we'll win it.
And we'll win it.
A lot of tariffs on China today. As you know, they put some on us. We put a lot on them. We're up to about $550 billion. They've been
5-5
hitting us for many, many years for over $500 billion a year, taking out of our country much more than $500 billion a year. So we want that stopped. Okay?
So,
well, we'll see what happens. At this moment, they want to do that, so we'll see what happens. They want to have talks, so we certainly. I'm always
watch what
open to
happens at
talk.
1:17, guys. Okay, 1:17. Here it comes.
Well, in 1977, we had an act passed, a National Emergency Act. I have the absolute right to do that. We'll see how that goes, but I have the absolute right. 1977, check it out.
Okay, so POTUS tells us to go to 1977. Let's check it
We
out.
did.
All right, here it is right here. It's a big statement, right? And it's a Donald Trump status, and we'll get to that in 1 second. It's a big statement. What's coming? Q. Right, so this is what he said. Hillary Clinton's emails, many of which are classified information, got hacked by, dun, 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 Russia. No, wait, that's China. Sorry.
Russia.
Right, China. Next move better be by FBI or DOJ, or after all of their other missteps, Comey, McCabe, Strzok, Page, or FISA, dirty dossier, etc., their credibility will be forever gone. What's coming? Big statement, huh, guys? 1977.
When did anything that he tweeted not become true?
Right? He's never lied. Never lied. So that's interesting, right? So that's 1977. Then he also talked about Ruth Bader Ginsburg in here as well, Shady. And by the way, 1977 comes up in Q Post.
The indestructible
2653 on the $6 million woman, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. But look at this, guys. 1977 is in an RBG post. So let me just go over here. So I think it's back over here, around in this area. Let's see.
Other than that, I have a very good relationship with, as you know, with Macron, as you say.
Let's see.
Let me tell you, you know exactly what I meant.
Oh, this is
was
one,
sarcasm,
the chosen one.
It was joking. We were all smiling.
He said biblical sense. Did you hear the
question?
question?
Like that is just
Biblical.
fake news. You're just
Funny.
a faker.
Mr. President, reparations request. Are you interested in changing your ideas about giving reparations to African Americans?
Man, I didn't
Well, I never
timestamp the
stated my-
RBG comments. Hang on.
He's a very good competitor, but we're going to win.
Why did you decide not to pursue your foreign aid cuts?
Distributing that money differently.
Hang on.
And I appreciated it very much.
So he did speak about Ginsburg in here. I didn't timestamp it. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see if this is it.
Look, China's been hurting our country for 30 years
Wow.
with the money they've been taking
But you
out.
should listen to this right now
Other
anyways. This is
presidents should have
huge.
done something about it, and they should have done it a long time ago, whether it was Clinton or Bush or Obama, any of them. They should have done something about it, and they didn't. I'm doing it, and I have no choice, because we're not going to lose close to $1 trillion a year to China, and China understands that. I hope that with President Xi, I have a good relationship, but they understand we're not going to do it. And this is more important than anything else right now, just about that we're working on. We have to make sure that our taxpayer, look, we have helped rebuild China like nobody else, and they've done a great job. And I don't blame China. I blame our presidents, our representatives, past administrations for allowing that to happen. It's a disgrace.
Yeah, so anyways, he did say, he did talk about RBG in that, but anyways, he kind of said, it was kind of interesting how he talked about it, but I wish I had the timestamp. Sorry, guys. But basically, RBG is in here too, so very relevant, 1977 posts, guys. And then he also talks about the Federal Reserve Chief Powell. He says he's not much of a chess player. Shall we play a game? Right? So shall we play a game? This is the spiders and the spiders and build the web, the map. Remember, they consider you to be a fly, especially the feeder. Remember, they never thought she was going to lose. Therefore, they never thought investigations and or public interest into their criminal acts would be exposed and investigated. Therefore, they never thought they had anything to fear. Therefore, they openly showcased their symbolism. Therefore, they were sloppy. Hussein's last speech in Chicago regarding scandal-free, why did he continually emphasize that phrase? As a backup, they infiltrated and control the narrative, the MSM. As a backup, they install only those on the team. As a backup, they blackmail those that aren't. As a backup, they define conspiracy as crazy, mentally unstable, and label anything true as such. This works given most of what they engage in is pure evil and simply unbelievable, hard to swallow. The fix has always been in, no matter which party won the election. JFK killed, Reagan shot. This was always the promise made to those who played the game willingly or otherwise, i.e., they would never lose power. The power of the three-letter agencies, power over U.S. military, worldwide dominance to push against other nations and installed like kind. These people are really stupid. Follow the husbands. Another hint, Ian Cameron, McKinsey and Company, Clowns in America, Dr. Emmett J. Rice, Federal Reserve. Everyone is connected. How about a nice game of chess? Q.
You don't see them if they're not clowns.
Right, so that's very interesting too. And also, I think it was National Dog Day. I don't know when this came out too. So what's going to happen? But what's interesting too, if we go to Q posts for a year ago today, suicide weekend, hands up, 30, 28. Impossible, coincidence, we are in control, big week ahead, Q. So that's kind of a year Delta post, which I thought was very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so that's kind of that little thread there that I did. In fact, I forgot to unroll it, so let me just, this is how you unroll a thread. You go to the first tweet, guys, you can go Thread Reader app, and you say, please unroll, and that will unroll the thread. You go to the first tweet in the thread.
Yeah, your top tweet.
Yep, go to the top tweet. So then that'll like be down here, and it will unroll. So that's beautiful. All right, so that's how you unroll a thread, guys. So let's see. Let's go back down here. I mean, there's just so much to cover, Shady. We're just gonna.
Yeah, I know. We got to go back to the other day. What he's doing,
right? Also, we did have a Ron at Code Monkey update, right? This is interesting to everybody asking. We will remain offline until at least September 5th, 2019. Thank you all for your support and kind words. As law-abiding Americans, we will need you all to be respectfully vocal in the days before the hearing. Please stay tuned. And that's Ron at Code. He manages all of 8chan, guys. He's a great dude. So in the meantime, they've been doing their upgrading the servers and doing all that stuff. But remember, guys, I'm not going to say that it's going to actually come back on 8.5, but that's when they're going to have the testimony from the owner of 8chan. But what a great time to start filling in placeholders, Shady.
Yeah, right around that time would be just about perfect, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it be great?
I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Those placeholders are just looking better and better every day with this stuff breaking in the media. They're losing on stories all over. It's interesting to see how they're not able to prevent stories from escalating now.
That's right.
Like things, as things are escalating, like investigation stories, just random stories. Like I even heard something saying that Durham has been investigating since 18. So like there's some stuff going on, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, Dutch Q Patriot has a
these
question.
placeholders,
Wait.
I'm really excited.
Digging.
That was for Dutch Q Patriot. It's digging, dude. You know that. And maybe for playing guitar. That's Shady. All right, so there we go. Let's just look at these placeholders for a second too, because these are very important, guys. There's indictments tracking civilian. There's indictments tracking non-civilian. There's Supreme Court rulings regarding challenges regarding civilian, non-civilian. There's Supreme Court rulings regarding USA versus deaf appeals.
Defendant
appeal. Placeholders for branch terminations. Placeholder leaks, very interesting. Placeholder acts of treason and plus support articles. Foreign acts public, I believe public, right? Pub, and then 5i. Placeholder for 5i, a placeholder for FISA, yeah, a placeholder for the D-class general. Public, and then special counsel public as well, placeholder. Then we got more. We've got the OIG report and findings. We've got the OIG report, and these are the different aspects of the OIG report. You've got the report and findings, the FBI, DOJ, and media collusion. Media collusion, guys, imagine that. EXEB, ABCs, which is like, the ABCs intel and media collection, foreign assist D1, foreign inserts OREC, and info dissemination, right? I think it could be dissemination. FISA abuse, direct and indirect source, DIS, umbrella spy, and targeting, and OTR_C. So very interesting. And then, obviously we've got the American flag. So we just need to remind everybody why the mainstream media wants 8chan down, because of this, guys.
Because we're actually talking about this, because we're talking about what criminal, it's a forum that allows people to discuss government accountability without any censorship.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we were doing with the platform, and that's really what makes them nervous.
And remember, this struck me as interesting here. SC rulings regarding challenges regarding civilian, non-civilian, USA. That's interesting because, if we, and I haven't tweeted it out yet, but if we are the Keystone, with the Keystone, the Keystone Act, right? So Section 3 of the Constitution was actually, rewritten in '92. We forgot our power, that we can actually, we the people, can go to the Supreme Court and say, this doesn't make sense. This law is, not constitutional. So we can actually, go to the Supreme Court as we the people, and that's what I think we forgot. It
is
power. Yeah.
And that's part of how they've removed it. How Q talked about the history books, and the history books 50 years ago, 60 years ago, as they changed the laws, they changed the history books to reflect what they want the next generation to kind of think inside the program.
That's right. Absolutely. So let me see. Federal Reserve Chief. No. Okay. So we got that. So then there's an Arizona College English professor, Shady.
I saw this.
He showed students a 14-minute QAnon conspiracy theory video and babbling claims that Trump is going to save America from satanic cannibalistic pedophiles. Wow. Who's Jeffrey Epstein?
That's satanic cannibalistic pedophile.
I guess so, right?
If they're arresting them and they're haphazardly dying in jail, there might be some fire to that smoke.
Oh, we got Ann out there. Steel Truth. Hello, Ann. Get over, click on Ann's name. It says Steel Truth, and get over there and subscribe to YouTube. Ann, how you doing? So this is, very, very cool. That this professor actually stood up, right?
Yeah, not to mention he was on the Council on Foreign Relations and Trilateral Commission, but no, we don't want, no, don't worry about that.
Nah, don't worry. It's just a conspiracy.
He was this side person. No one really.
Right.
He wasn't into eugenics.
Look at this, Shady.
I love this.
That's Puerto Rico.
This is so amazing.
Somebody threw a hat, a Make America Great Again hat on Obama, man. I love it. I love it. Make it viral. All right. So this was very interesting, too. This is Pro-Trump UK. I want to point this out because it kind of does fit in.
Very good account if you guys aren't following.
Yeah. And it does kind of fit into some of the stuff that we were talking about with the NRO, right? We got Thule Air Force Base, Greenland. Here it is.
Greenland deep state shenanigans.
That's right. So here it is, the Thule Air Force Base in Greenland. There it is. There was a nuclear B-2. Was it a B-2? I think that crashed there. There's a lot of stuff that happened.
And there was a meteor. There was an actual meteor that crashed there too, not that long ago.
Right.
Less than 10 years ago. So just lots of interesting things revolving. There's even, do you know that they're selling shirts on one of President Trump's re-election websites that has America, Hawaii, Alaska, and Greenland.
It was funny too.
It's like, maybe we already conquered it.
And doesn't and it's funny, he trolls everybody so bad. He's a real estate dude. He buys, he wants to buy Greenland. What's so different about that? That's just who he is, right? Doesn't he buy stuff? Doesn't he buy property, right?
Well, they're giving pushback too. There's actually some real people giving pushback that, hey, other presidents have shown interest in buying Greenland for its strategic location and also for its mineral-rich resources. So it's not like, okay, he just knows he's going to say something and they're going to take the bait every time.
Absolutely, and you hear there are tunnels in there too, because they had nuke tunnels there, and they had barracks down there for troops as well. So very interesting thread. I want to dig into that a little bit deeper. It's pretty amazing, by the way. So great thread, Pro-Trump UK. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. All right, so let's see what else we got here, Shady. Wow. So, look at this. So there was a survey saying that the young people are embracing socialism. Of course, that, polls, and they're probably just trying to get, the kids to jump on everybody else is. I think I will too.
Yep.
But I don't think these people understand what socialism is.
They don't.
And we want to make capitalism cool again, but we haven't really seen true capitalism yet, guys. I think we're going to, though, actually, which would be, a real market backed by real, finances with real, numbers, right, Shady? I don't know how to,
Well, yeah, no, I think you're right. I think that part of the way that we teach the younger generation about the differences is pointing to the market control we're unraveling, or we're showcasing here, the market control, the Fed control. So to showcase that says, look, it wasn't real capitalism. This was a game to trick you guys into thinking capitalism doesn't work. So you would demand the opposite so that they could hand you socialism, which is what they want in the beginning.
That's right. Yeah. Let's see. Alice said,
Q is going to be huge for that.
Grandchild is indoctrinated, very liberal now. Yeah, so I do recommend that you play, I got a Constitution game for my daughter. We can't just let our schools educate our children.
Do the teaching.
That's right. We've got to step in, guys, and we've got to teach them the Constitution. We've got to talk to them about what real freedom is and what democracy is.
And some of my red-pilled friends have children who are participating in public schools, and these kids are so smart. They go to school and they're allowing the teachers to think that they're thinking the way that they are, but they're actually red-pilled people who are laughing at them and mocking them behind their back because they're so much more intellectual than they are.
That's right. Absolutely.
I mean, that's happening. I know people like that.
Oh, look at Veronica. We know these people.
Shout out.
Look at this. Q is becoming pretty damn popular in Chicago, I do believe. What better message for a lovely Sunday afternoon than simply love? And then Q. Chicago went crazy for this joyous sentiment. The Great Awakening is happening right before my very eyes. They are noticing a lot of people honking, a lot of people maybe thinking. Look at that. There's a guy, loves Q, driving down. Look, isn't that amazing? There's another one. Hey, there's my Q dude. There he is. Look at Q. See that? Look at.
Wow. Look at that. Just that picture. Are you talking about a picture worth 1,000 words?
That picture right there is great. Yeah.
I love that.
And that. I mean, that is amazing. Thank you, Veronica, for that. And I think there's more here. Let's take a look.
There's one there. There's the semi guy in the semi.
He's like, oh my God, Q. Yay.
It's cool. You can see the reflection in the windshield on the tractor trailer.
Let's see. Could you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you can. That is so cool. It says love Q. That is amazing. Great work, folks. Wow. Look at that. Now everybody's gonna make fun of that guy. Oh God.
He doesn't have his thumb in.
Okay, good. There we go. There's another Qer, if you will. Look at that. So amazing. Thank you so much, guys.
Big love. Shout out to the city of Chicago. We're going to try to insert some accountability in government there soon as well.
I hope so, brother. I hope so.
Man.
Wow.
I tell you what they're allowing to happen there is just unbelievable.
So that's Veronica. That's at Wales, WHALES.
Get out there and give her a follow.
Warrior, WARRIOR. At Wales Warrior. Yeah. Good job. Awesome. All right, so let's go there. And then let's see what else. Oh, this is something that we've got to make sure we understand, guys. Here we go.
Now that's a political ad.
That is a political. You know, and do you see that? I mean, how?
Wow.
It's amazing. The numbers don't lie, guys.
And it's all the most growth in our economy is coming for the lowest section of the economy, man.
Yeah.
Like the wages are rising faster for the lowest earners.
You mean that's what the
it's
Democrats are
unprecedented.
supposed to be doing, though, Shady?
No one even knows which way's up, because no one thought that this would ever be able to happen from the training that, you know, it couldn't happen any longer. You're never going to see wages grow.
Yeah.
It's only for all this rhetoric, and you're seeing it happen.
That's right.
The numbers aren't lying.
And we got Daddy Donlia gives us a gentle reminder that God wins, Patriots. And thank you very much.
God wins.
Daddy. Appreciate that. Yeah. So, and then we had Trump today with this G7, meeting. That was it was like 24, 25 minute conference today. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, do so. Let's just take a listen to this real quick.
Moi-même et nos partenaires qui ont un rôle à jouer dans la négociation nucléaire pourront être là et seront pleinement associés. Et je pense que ce rendez-vous est très important et que ces derniers jours de clarification sur les messages forts qui ont été apportés, le mouvement qui a été fait, le travail qui a été fait aussi entre nos ministres, et je veux remercier ici le ministre Mnuchin, le ministre Le Maire, le ministre Le Drian qui sont là et qui ont permis de beaucoup avancer sur ces sujets. Nous avons créé les conditions de cette rencontre.
It almost sounded like he said Bill Cooper.
Je suis toujours très prudent, il faut être très humble. Mais je pense que c'est en tout cas quelque chose qui stoppe toute escalade.
Did you hear that, Bobby, too? Didn't it sound like he said Bill Cooper?
Je veux vraiment vous remercier, Président, d'avoir...
Did he? I gotta
go back. Like it.
Qui sont là et qui ont permis de beaucoup avancer sur ces sujets.
He said, compare me to Bill Cooper?
Le ministre Le Maire, le ministre Le Drian qui sont là et qui ont permis de beaucoup avancer
Oh
sur ces
my God,
sujets.
compare me to Bill Cooper?
Nous avons créé les conditions de cette rencontre.
I don't know,
I
man.
was wondering what he was really saying there. That is crazy.
I don't know, but I don't know why we're watching. Here.
Mais cet organisme en particulier, une discussion entre le président.
Trump is just like, yep.
He's like, what?
Right there. I know. He's like, oh my gosh, dude. So very good. China announced it seeks to calm end to the trade war. I saw that. This guy is just phenomenal. Oh, here's the one I wanted to hear. Here we go.
Come alive. I feel that the United States has tremendous wealth. The wealth is under its feet. I've made that wealth come alive. We will soon be exporting. In fact, we're actually doing it now, exporting. But we are now the #1 energy producer in the world, and soon it will be by far, with a couple of pipelines that have not been able to get approved for many, many years. It'll have a huge impact. I was able to get ANWR in Alaska, could be the largest site in the world for oil and gas. I was able to get ANWR approved. Ronald Reagan wasn't able to do it. Nobody was able to do it. They've been trying to do it since before Ronald Reagan. I got it approved. We're the #1 energy producer in the world. Soon it will be by far the #1. It's tremendous wealth. And LNG is being sought after all over Europe and all over the world, and we have more of it than anybody else. And I'm not going to lose that wealth. I'm not going to lose it on dreams, on windmills, which, frankly, aren't working too well. I'm not going to lose it. So, Josh, in a nutshell, I want the cleanest water on earth. I want the cleanest air on earth. And that's what we're doing. And I'm an environmentalist. A lot of people don't understand that. I have done more environmental impact statements probably than anybody that's, I guess I can say definitely, because I've done many, many, many of them, more than anybody that's ever been president or vice president or anything even close to president. And I think I know more about the environment than most people. I want clean air, I want clean water, I want a wealthy country, I want a spectacular country with jobs, with pensions, with so many things, and that's what we're getting. So I want to be very careful. At the same time, you weren't called. At the same time, it's very important to me, very important to me. We have to maintain this incredible place that we've all built. We've become a much richer country, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing, because that great wealth allows us to take care of people.
Wow. So Here he is. Here, let's hear what Carly's got here. Calm before the storm.
Level, the vice chairman of China came out that he wants to see a deal made. He wants it to be made under calm conditions.
Calm conditions. Interesting. Huh. Very cool, Carly. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Carly, if you're not following her, it's KBQ225 on Twitter. And she's here every Friday for the Matrixxx Groove Hour. Thank you, Carly. Let's see, what else do we got here, Shane?
He's really taking control over there, man.
Yeah, he is. I mean, that's amazing. Also, this is interesting. This is remember you heard about the submarine nuclear tests? There was 2 submarines, the Tula and the Yuri Dolgoruki. They launched ballistic missiles in Senevia and Bulva from the circumpolar region of the Arctic Ocean and the Barents Sea. Let's check it out. Pretty wild. Pretty wild to see that, huh?
Huh. Yep.
So, it was also very interesting that the POTUS talked about, it's called the G7. It used to be called the G8, as we all know. Russia was kicked out during the Obama administration. But, I don't even, like the president said, I don't even know if he would come back if invited. I mean, you guys are a bunch of idiots. But he was basically saying that all of the issues that they had Russian involvement. Why aren't they at the table? As we all know why, because they're trying to make them look like the bad guy, and they're, we know it's China, right?
Russia. I mean, yeah, Russia.
China.
Oh.
Russia.
We get so confused.
Oh, I know. So, real quick today, this is breaking. Weinstein pleads not guilty to new indictment.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, look, I want to see him. Wait, he's not in cuffs yet, but let's go watch him in cuffs. Where is this guy? Come on, get the cuffs on. Here we go. Got him. Cuff him.
There we go.
Look, that's what we need to see right there. That's the Weinstein that I want to see.
Neckties and handcuffs.
There he is, cuffed. Yes, so very amazing. He apparently there was a couple of 2 more charges, and they pled not guilty today, and the trial has been, I guess, prolonged or whatever. So
yeah, I would imagine that since the events of the last 6 months and Mr. Barr now being Attorney General, there will be a few more people feeling a little comfort of coming forward about this case, and so everything that gets added.
Yeah, and
it takes longer.
He's very high up too in the in the Hollywood industry.
I mean, he was an Epstein fan.
Really? You think? So let's check this out here. Let's check it out.
Mr. Weinstein, I think it shows the strength of our case, frankly, that the DA ran to the grand jury in the 11th hour. I think these new charges show that they are desperate in the facts that they believe that they're going to put forth. We just received a copy of the indictment. We will review it. We plan on filing many motions attempting to, again, dismiss these counts. I'm going to have to look at it and see. So we just received the copy. We're going to see what the new indictment shows versus what the former indictment shows, and then we will make our proper motions. We are going to file motions to dismiss this new indictment, and we believe we will be successful.
I'm also announcing right now that I also represent Annabella Shora. Annabella has done what anyone who has information which is relevant to the prosecution of Harvey Weinstein or any prosecution should do. She provided that information to law enforcement. As a result, she was asked by the prosecution to testify in this criminal case against Mr. Weinstein. I commend Annabella for her willingness to take the stand and answer questions under oath. So I know that the defense just characterized the prosecution's new indictments as desperate. Obviously, that's their editorial opinion. I would not agree with that at all. I think it's important for all witnesses who may have relevant information to be permitted to testify. So my question is, why are they so afraid of having additional witnesses testify? If they think the prosecution has a weak case, then why don't they just let the witnesses testify and the jury can decide if it's a weak or strong case?
What do you think of that? Pretty interesting, huh? So I thought that was pretty big news today. Then Praying Medic.
Dark to light.
Yeah, dark to light. Praying Medic retweeted this yesterday. Why did Q begin dropping Epstein intel in 2018 to raise public awareness? Why? Were arrests imminent? If arrests were imminent, who gave FBI, DOJ evidence against Epstein and his co-conspirator? Rachel Chandler is Allison Mack times 1,000. Q. So obviously he was not willing, or he's now willing to talk to the FBI if requested, Prince Andrew. And that is Daily Mail. So very interesting. Yeah. Whew, look at that.
We'll see if he makes the meeting.
Right, and look who's pictured with him, so he better be careful, because she is the kiss of death, it seems like, Shady.
And she's hovering over the shoulder of everyone.
Right. Scary, isn't it? This is pretty good. Never get tired of winning. Ready?
Are exhausted.
I think people are just getting exhausted. It becomes just
who's tired?
Incredibly exhausting.
I'm not tired.
24/7 crazy.
He may lose because the country is just exhausted.
I think most people are exhausted. Even his staunchest supporters are exhausted by his behavior.
Well, Trump did say you'd get tired of winning.
Yeah. Greg Gutfeld. Animals are great.
Animals are great.
I love that. I saw that on the Greg Gutfeld show live too, and he also had a really good commercial about the DNC. It's like, they're now just down to I don't like them. You know what I mean? It's amazing how
it really is just down to I don't like this person.
Russia's gone. I don't hear about that anymore.
Mueller's gone.
It's exhausting. Who's tired of winning?
Not me.
If you are not tired of winning, press 45 for MAGA.
45 if you're not tired of winning, right?
For Keep America Great 2020. 45. I think
Keep America Great.
No, you're not tired, Dal, bro. Come on. 45. You're not tired. You can never be tired of winning because you are watching the United States Department of Winning, folks.
It's okay to get a little bit tired from winning, but never get tired of winning.
Okay, that's different. I see that. Punctuation matters, right?
That's right.
Donald Trump.
Look at that reigning 45. This president, I'm telling you, man, we're going to win every state in 2020. This is going to be a whitewash. They've got nobody to put up against him.
I mean, well, wait. Pocahontas, excuse me.
I saw a mosquito bit her and took away her Indian heritage.
I saw that meme. Oh, my God. That was a riot, guys. There's a mosquito on a hand, and it says, what did it say? Oh, my God. It said all of Elizabeth Warren's
Native American heritage has just been removed.
Yeah, oh, my God. That was so funny. So here it is real quick, and we'll watch this a little bit of this video, but look at this. Oops. I forgot drag the wrong window over, guys. Here it is.
Drag that one.
Look at. Wow. I don't know, man. I just, what do they do? Promise like free beer or something?
Well, they definitely let everybody in for nothing, and they're probably out on the streets trying to redirect the homeless.
Free beer. Homeless over here. Go ahead. All right, let's check this out. Donald Trump wants us to watch this.
Well, it's my birthday today, so as a gift to myself, we're going to be hitting some of my favorite themes, and I'm especially looking forward to telling you what I think about President Trump's latest move on China. Hint, I like it a lot. But let's start with a big argument at the heart of positive populism. The president put it clearly the other week.
After years and years of building up other countries, We are finally building up our country, standing up for our jobs, our workers, and standing
No,
up
Shady,
for
we can't have
our
that.
dignity.
No.
The forgotten men and women.
I love this
America
president, guys.
first.
I love
Will
this
never,
president, Shady.
ever be forgotten again. You were forgotten.
Nice.
Exactly. Now, what is interesting is that
And he
Donald
says it
Trump
like it
has
is.
so completely reshaped politics that the 2020 Democrats are trying to copy him by claiming the mantle of populism. They're the real populists, they said at their last debate. Trump has only helped the rich.
Donald Trump is part of a corrupt, rigged system.
And you're not.
That has helped the wealthy and the well-connected and kicked dirt in the faces of everyone else.
For the last 3 years, we've watched Donald Trump pit working people against each other, black versus white, citizen versus immigrant. And why? So that the wealthy and the powerful he represents can hold the American dream hostage from everyone else.
We're looking at someone who passed a tax bill benefiting the top 1% and the biggest corporations in this country when he said he would help working families.
Oh my gosh, it's exhausting, isn't it? Now, this is the Democrats' central claim. Donald Trump has broken his promise to help working Americans. He's not a real populist. His policies have only helped the rich. Honestly, these are lies, lies, lies. Here are the facts, the facts, the facts. Between 2016 and 2018, corporate profits rose by $220 billion, while workers' earnings went up by almost $1 trillion, 4 times more. The Democrats also say Trump is just continuing what Obama started, but the facts show this is a complete lie. 2, workers' earnings increased by 42% more during President Trump's first 2 years in office than in Obama's last 2. There was a massive and almost instant jump, a turnaround that has destroyed the left's economic argument because it is a perfect test case of what pro-growth, pro-enterprise economics can do. Yes, it's true that corporate tax cuts and deregulation helped businesses. But who do you think actually creates jobs and pays wages? Helping business is the way you help workers. Let me explain how it works for the economically illiterate Democrats and their idiotic stooges in the establishment state media. Lower taxes and less regulation give businesses the confidence to invest. That means more innovation and higher worker productivity. That means more jobs are created and workers are paid more because they are producing more. On jobs, the latest report showed 164,000 jobs were added, bringing the labor force to almost 163 million, a new all-time record. With President Trump, we've seen the lowest unemployment in 50 years and the lowest on record for African American and Hispanic workers. On workers' pay, the latest data on employee compensation showed that earnings rose 4.5% in 2017 and 5% last year, even higher than previously reported, and way ahead of inflation. But the best news is on low-income workers. President Trump is specifically delivering on the promises he made to the forgotten men and women who in 2016 revolted against an establishment that punished them for decades in the name of elitist dogma like open borders, free trade, and globalization. In the Trump economy, incomes are rising fastest for the lowest paid. Look at this. Hourly pay growth for the bottom 25% has outpaced that of higher earners every month of the Trump presidency. And in blue-collar industries like mining, construction, and transportation, we're seeing wage growth far exceed what we saw under Obama's second term. Plus, with President Trump's revitalization of manufacturing, which all the establishment experts said was impossible, by the way, jobs are coming back in numbers we haven't seen for decades. Last year's gain of 264,000 manufacturing jobs was the highest since 1997. The facts demonstrate conclusively that working Americans are the winners in the Trump economy. Yes, he is the real populist, and it's the Democrats who are fake. They want to reverse the Trump tax cuts and deregulation. That would reverse the Trump job gains and earnings rise. They want to make energy more expensive. Ask President Macron in France what working people think of that. He's still got protests in the streets over green policies that are mild compared to what these Democrats want here. And of course, all of them want a massive expansion in government paid for by you. That's not just a tax grab, it's a power grab as well. That's the deep reason all these Democrats are fake populists. Populism is about power to the people. The left are about taking power away from people and giving it to the government.
Wow, huh, Shady? Facts matter.
Facts matter.
This is it. Let's hear what their response would be. Let's see. Check this out, guys. This is absolutely insane.
News organization or any entertainment organization that has a news outlet would hire these people. I also want to echo something that my friend EJ said. It's not only that Trump has to lose, but that all his enablers have to lose. We have to collectively, in essence, burn down the Republican Party. We have to level them, because if there are survivors, if there are people who weathered this storm, they will do it again. They will take this as confirmation that, hey, it just pays to ride the waves. Look at me, I've made it through. And so up and down the ticket, federal, state, local offices, the country has to repudiate this. This has become a dysfunctional anti-government party. That is not what the country wants and what it needs. And the proof is...
Apparently it is what the country wants. Jennifer Rubin of the Washington Post.
That's what I want.
I want it. Who wants limited government? Anybody?
I want government so little I can't ever see it, much less does it ever come knocking on my door.
So they want to punish Trump's enablers, guys. They want to punish you.
People who support the president of the United States. They want you punished. They want to take your economy away from you. They want your economy to tank. It was like the last 2 weeks of recession. They're trying to do everything they can to get people to abandon the economy so they can paint their narrative.
That's right. There's that.
I would rather that even under any of these past presidents that I didn't like, I never wished for the economy to tank.
Yeah, no, you don't want. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I don't care how bad I hate them. I still like eating.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Demo says, sometimes I think back on election night, watching the MSM sweating bullets. One of my favorite memories. Not tired of winning. No way. No way. So yeah, Shady. I mean, this is very. That's panic mode, in my opinion.
I think you're right.
I mean, what do they? We voted for him. Yeah, but not the popular vote. Well, let's. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's really.
Electoral college was like almost 100 different.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, really, we were supposed to not even be able to get to 100 votes or 100 electors, and they're doing this stuff, man. I mean, all the different states with the electoral college and disrespecting the idea of the electoral college, and AOC is out riding around and filming the cornfield or saying, "Oh, there's so much so many votes out here."
Yeah.
Like mocking the idea of the way our system works. It's an institution. The institution isn't set up on the amount of people in one state controlling the rest of the rules for everyone else. It's set up to try to make each state have somewhat of an equal voice.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Let's relive that in under 2 minutes.
First and foremost,
here we go.
It's finally here.
I love this. Oh my God, this is
into
amazing.
this night, where do we stand?
This is
This
where
will
we
pep you
stood
up.
coming into the night. 268 to 204.
Good call, Demos.
So clearly an advantage for Secretary Clinton.
Take a look here. If Donald Trump wins tonight, no matter who they voted for, take a look at these numbers here. 21% say they'll be concerned. 37% say they'll be scared.
This is what both candidates want. They want to be living there starting January 20th of next year. Florida has been going back and forth. Just changed again. It's only 11,000 vote lead just now. It changed.
Math on your feet. I like this.
The Empire State Building in New York City. Take a look at our running tally of the electoral vote. Anderson, this night is turning out to be a real nail-biter.
All along, the Trump campaign has been saying
Vanderbilt.
that Florida's a must-win for them. And I mean,
they can't win without it.
Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida.
I voted for him in Florida.
The people in Brooklyn, I can see their fingers
That's
probably.
the Hillary Clinton headquarters.
Yeah, fingers probably bleeding because there's no more nail to bite.
I wouldn't call anything encouraging for Hillary Clinton at the moment, to be honest with you, my friend.
Wolf, the scene here is so different than it was a few hours ago when people were happy and relaxed. I have been looking around the room at people who are stone-faced. Some of them have been crying.
This was a white lash against a changing country,
It was a white lash against a black president.
A white lash.
This is the people rising up saying it's time to listen to us. It's time to listen to us in Michigan and Wisconsin and work for the people.
Hillary Clinton has called Donald Trump to concede the race.
Woo! Ha ha! What do you think of that? That was fun to relive a little bit. That was a good call, Demos. I appreciate that.
And it really does give you some fire and spirit there, right?
Yes. Also, I wanted to just go over this real quick. John McCain, I believe yesterday, passed away a year ago. And this is the Q proof on that, guys. So let's take a look at this. Okay. So John McCain, suicide weekend, no name returning to the headlines. And that is July 25th, 2018 at 6:28:35 p.m. And on August 11th, 2018, look at this, guys. So, exactly 30 days to the date, guys. Right? Is that John McCain, military hero, has died at 81. So, normal, not updated, not seeking re-election. Senate, FBI, Bob Corker, Republican. Jeff Flake, Republican. Orrin Hatch, Republican. No name, departure soon. Huh. So that was at August 11, and then 30 days.
No wonder they want to take 8chan down, right?
Yeah. So August 25 at 4:28. July 25 at 6:28. See that right there? I'm sorry. So up here, you'll see the highlighted John McCain suicide weekend. It has Q's trip code 25 July 218, 6:28 p.m. And then this article, and I understand that this could be a different time zone, but I didn't really look at that because I didn't make this proof, but a brilliant Anon did. But it looks like it's at least 2 hours, but it could be actually to the actual hour because of time zones. But
right, still
30 days. I mean, forget about
30 is 30.
Wow. Right at 4:28. This post was at 6:28. So I do understand that that's within 2 hours. If it's not exact, I mean, just amazing, guys. Just amazing. Q proof.
It's so many Q proofs now. That's
every dog has his day. That's right, Rand. Absolutely.
Yeah, the mainstream media are really floundering now. I mean, it's a year since then, and they have not gotten a story right all year, man. I mean, they have not gotten a story. They've lost all their information. They don't have contacts. Yeah, they have no information.
Deal Library says yes, it is a different time zone, and I think it was exact. So I mean, but I'm just saying it because I don't have the proof on the screen. But I do believe you're right too. I do believe that it is exact. Very, very.
It's definitely in the U.S. Department of Winning.
Yes. And Cornville, Arizona, Shady.
I saw that this morning.
That's normal.
Hey, right? Cornville?
Cornville. He also talked about Japan and corn today as well.
POTUS did.
Yeah, POTUS did. And and then he talked about technology right after that. Also, I noticed that there's that Japan won a space contract to clean up space junk. Do you think we got to get those Coronas that are all offline and blind eyes in the sky out of the sky? What do you think? Are they going to clean it up? I don't know. Just thinking.
I think that we need to get somebody to clean it up.
Right? Look at Rudy Giuliani retweeting Matt Couch, guys. His name was Seth Rich. Matt Couch is probably the best voice right now for Seth Rich. He's got so much information. He's talking about Seth all the time, reminding people of Seth. He's doing an amazing job, has done amazing research. Matt is funny too. If you ever get a chance to catch him on his stream, he's just a real dude. He was walking home on a hot July night in 2016. I was shot multiple times in the torso. I worked for the DNC. I still had my wallet, cash, credit cards, phones, watch, necklace. They called it a botched robbery and sue anyone who investigated. Who am I?
My name is Seth Rich.
Yeah. And Rudy Giuliani tweeted that. Thank you, Rudy. Wow. That's huge. Huge, guys.
Nothing to see here.
Yes. Carly says he keeps Seth in the news. Absolutely. His name was Seth Rich, guys. Let's not ever forget that. All right. So, let's see what else I got here. Ohio for Trump. Okay, so this is, look, 60 more miles built, guys. Huh.
Beautiful thing. No, the media says Russia and there's no wall being built.
No, they don't say Russia anymore, dude. What are you talking about? They say he's just crazy or something. He's mean. Oh yeah, he's mean, Shady. So just
he's mean.
So just swallow, Shady, okay? And swallow and take Biden. This guy, remember Biden's wife? What a
just
great
just got to suck it up and take Biden.
That was a great endorsement, right? Suck it up. No,
by his wife.
You've got to swallow a little. So look at that, guys. That's a beautiful fence right there, isn't it? Huh. I thought
it sure is.
Is that a mirage? I mean, that's the desert. Am I just seeing stuff? No, is that really a fence?
No, you're not seeing stuff. No, you're not in the desert.
All right. I'm not in the desert.
You're functioning fine because you're home. Okay. You're looking at the desert. You can't see a mirage. That's real.
That's really a wall.
Right. You're not dehydrated.
All right, got it. Well, I might be a little dehydrated, actually. In all actuality. I think we all are. Don't forget to drink your water.
We probably all are.
Right?
I was going to say, I think we might all be a little dehydrated.
Right. Look at this. It's being done, guys, and nobody is reporting on it. Nobody. Except the Matrixxx Grooove.
Us.
And here's Red Castle, Green Castle right there with their vests on. Anon's new. We knew, guys.
Systematically making our nation and our people more safe.
That's right. This is retweeted as well by Donald Trump. This is credible evidence. Let's just listen. This is wild.
What do you want people to realize about Ilhan Omar and how she became a citizen, or the questions surrounding that?
Well, there's credible evidence she married her brother and committed tax and marriage fraud, and there may be immigration and student loan fraud tied up in that, and she's been lying about it. I mean, it's so bad in terms of the documentary evidence, we can't even be confident her last name is Omar. It's that crazy, and there's all this evidence that's been out there. Basically, her liberal hometown newspaper has confirmed the reporting of the Powerline blog that has exposed all of this. And now it's well past time for federal officials and law enforcement to investigate her. And certainly the House needs to get on the ball as well with an ethics investigation, which is what we're requesting.
Boom. And President retweeting this is just, I love it, man. This, our president is Q right now too, guys. Remember that.
Absolutely, he's Q right now. And we have so many people in government standing up and talking about everything that the president is doing that is illegal, like every word he says is a lie and it should be impeachment. But this person can, have a fake identity, marry people that are related to her, get student loan or get visas and student loans and fake names for other people and family members, and then become a member of Congress with this fraud in her past. And no one wants to talk about that at all, but we want to revert to barely trying to find something that irritates us about the way the president speaks about the people that attack him.
That's right.
Because that's really all he does. He attacks people. He hits back at people that hit him. It's really all he does.
That's right.
He just hits them harder.
The CIA wishes you happy National Dog Day, guys, because today is the end of every dog has its day, guys. Wow.
Delta.
And this is the NRO retweeted this. But I wanted you to, there's more D-class documents here. We need to keep an eye on the NRO. But it's very interesting that this is from Corona Pictures back in 1960, because Corona's not up to date now, I'm sure, right? It's just space junk. Corona offline, blind eyes in the sky. Shall we play a game? All right, this is the acting DNI McGuire today issued the following statement. The office of the Director of National Intelligence remains focused on leading the intelligence community and providing critical information in support of our nation's security, guys. So that is the office of the DNI, and the NRO retweeted that. Why, guys? Because the NRO reports to the DNI.
Mm-hmm. And
guess who's out?
Coates
is out, guys. We got Joseph McGuire in as the acting DNI, right? So they also, office of the DNI. Let's just check this out. This is good news, guys. They stepped out. So Q, who are the wizards and warlocks? Guardians of intelligence. These are the guardians of intelligence right here.
And where do you get the intelligence? From the satellites.
That's right. The 40,000 foot view, Shady. That looks. What is it? The enemy is closer than they appear, right? Because they're right above your head. This is amazing stuff, guys.
Every day they're right above our heads. And interesting too, if you scroll up, keep scrolling back up to the Corona thing. What they're mentioning Corona. On what was the date on that tweet?
August 18th, 1960. This one.
Yep. So the 4 days after we get a new DNI, and they're tweeting about Corona.
Yeah, well, they've tweeted about Corona too. We just didn't see it before.
Gotcha.
With all the D class and everything. But
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
But very interesting.
It's interesting either way.
Yeah. Yeah, 75 years. That's August 9th. So if you look back, the new NRO director was installed on August 5th. Okay, so here they are right now. Congrats to our NRO. Oh, it's right. It's down here a little bit. Look at this.
Corona. I was just kind of thinking it'd be an interesting way for
Gambit,
the new director to D-class right here.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So look, there's a picture of Corona. If you guys want to see what Corona looks like, it's offline though. This is him taking the oath of office, guys. Just as we reported, the NRO reported that, and that was 8/5. That is the same day. What happened on the same day, Shady?
On the 8chan went down.
Yeah. Wow. Huh.
8chan went down on the day that this happened, and interesting too that for D-class, for us to D-class, we have to expose the foreign intelligence, which means we have to expose how the foreign intelligence is using our satellites to spy on us.
That's right, and that's why there's a Q post, right, guys? Remember, it says the normal chain of command for D-class does go through the DNI, but they couldn't do it, right? Because who's probably implicated in this, right? In case you guys have not missed it or have missed it, let me see. Let me just double check this. I was just going to get the Q.
Definitely get back to the top and drop them the first link again there.
Up here?
Yeah, I was just going to say, go ahead and give them this thread so they can see kind of a little bit of what we're referencing.
Yeah, this thread is severely being
suppressed.
Suppressed. It's my NRO thread, guys. Let's see. Let's look at the activity. 208,000 impressions. Let's see, retweets. I mean, it's not doing too bad. But this should be millions. Anon should be all over this, but they're not seeing it. You see,
and a lot of people. You got to realize that the SAP special access programs. What was that? That was keys to be able to use these satellites.
That's right. Here, look at this post, guys. Why did POTUS circumvent DNI codes, normal protocol for D-class, and give authority directly to AG Barr? Because the DNI controls the NRO, and the NRO, in my opinion, is the one agency that we did not have control of, according to this post right here. Trump nominated someone new to direct every agency but one. Here it is. Now we have it, guys, as of 8/15 and 8/5, respectively. 10 days of darkness.
And now we're hiring Japan to clean up.
Well, yeah. Space junk, and they got a corn contract. So hey, right, Shady? I mean,
they got a corn contract. And 1 year ago, No Name died in Cornville.
Right, Cornville. Oh my gosh! I mean, that is no joke. I said,
he's from
Cornville. He's from Cornville, I think. Is that what it is? I don't know if he died in. I don't know.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I thought he died there.
We don't say his name. Stop it.
I didn't.
Right. So if you guys have not checked out this thread, they do call themselves the Wizards and Warlocks, the Guardians of Intelligence. This is what they do. The NRO is the Guardian of Intelligence, guys. Where we float one, we float all. That doesn't make. Has anybody does that? Where have I heard something like that before? Where we go.
Anons.
One. We go all? Huh. Very interesting. So tastes like chicken. There's a B-2 bomber with a Q-looking thing on it, right? That's actually a radar test, just so you know. That Q symbolizes radar. The owls. Guys, definitely check out this thread. This is their. This is the interesting one. Blind eyes on this guy. Shall we play a game? And this one talks about Corona, right? So, shall we play a game? Corona offline. Then we've got this little meme. Their patch says all your bases belong to us. Yeah,
and those timestamp on those Coronas are right about now. Was that 8:30 on that?
Yeah,
it was 8:30.
Yeah.
So these other Coronas, I bet, were right around those same timestamps last year as right now.
Wow.
What about that? Yep. Mm-hmm.
This one here. Let's see.
The one to the right there. I was thinking maybe. Yeah.
These are all.
Yeah, here they are. All 8:30. Yep.
Yeah.
So that would be four days away from the Delta there.
Right. And there's their Corona program. You can find it right on their website, guys. Because when Q was talking about the 3-letter agencies, he said CIA, FBI, etc. This is etc. Okay.
This is big etc.
Right. This is the all-seeing eye that they need. The all-seeing eye needs the help of. If you look at the trajectory of this missile, it's going above the all-seeing eye. So basically, they need the spy satellites to be even more all-seeing. Guys, NRO, National Reconnaissance Office. National Reconnaissance Office. This is Space Command. This is Greenland right here, guys. Interesting.
23D space operations.
Pain. Right? If I told you, I'd have to kill you. I mean, look at the symbolism. Will be their downfall, right? Downfall. Ooh, that's interesting, right? Satellites come down. What goes up must come down. Oh, Big Bird offline. 8:30. There's Big Bird. They have a Big Bird, guys. All right. So what if NROC is corn? What if the National Reconnaissance Operations Center, built after 9/11, right, Shady? This was the NROC. NRO has been declassified in the 90s, but it started in the late 50s, early 60s. But the NROC was specifically designed because of 9/11. There's a Q post for that, right?
Yes.
Right. And then look at that down below. That looks like another key for satellites, right?
It does.
This is the corn is now ripe for harvesting.
And a lot of the stringer posts look like satellite key string gens or whatever you want to call them.
Right. And then so I looked at harvesting, the commercialization of space's harvesting technologies, right? That were exclusively used by the government. They use SAPs. Remember, it's the largest organization, largest
corn
budget
for to be harvested.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Largest budget. Least amount of employees. They do everything with SAP.
Yeah, smallest amount of people.
Yeah. So we got the corn and the harvest, and I look at this. All your bases belong to us.
Corn ready for to be cut.
Right. Corn. So
Comey standing in multiple corn patches, looking around.
Right. So this was July 20th.
Blissful.
Yeah. Yeah. And this was July 27th, Shady, and we got a new NRO director on the 5th. And we got a new DNI on the 15th. Corn ready for to be cut. Huh. Didn't mean to interrupt you, brother, but that's interesting.
I was just kind of thinking about how it makes me feel less spied on somehow.
Well, you're spied on. I'm watching you right now. Put some clothes on, will you?
I've got everything on above the waistline.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see that. Then remember the New Hampshire rally. Let's just take a listen to this one more time. This is a Q post, folks. Ready?
When we guys at NASA, NASA, when we took it over, it was exhausted. The runways and the grounds had all weeds growing through the cracks in the concrete. You wouldn't recognize it now. It's beautiful. It's the best place anywhere on Earth. And I also said, though, I hear all these rich guys, for some reason they love space. So they're rich. I said, let them send the rockets up. What the hell do we have to do it? So I see Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. They're putting rockets up. I think it's great. And they pay us rent. They use our facility. That's good. But we're also doing it. And NASA has some of the greatest plans we've ever had. These are great people, great scientists. But we also let the private sector put up rockets.
See this?
The one which recently went up, and you see the engines coming back down. And they're coming. There's no wings, no nothing. It's almost like, what are we watching? Is this fiction? And they come down, and they save all of the propellants, all of the really the most expensive parts. They're able to save it by bringing it back right to where it took off. Who would think they could do this? I never saw this before 6 months ago. but they're doing it now more and more. They're saving a lot of the most important and expensive parts of rockets. So we have a lot of rich guys paying us a lot of rent, but we're also doing it ourselves. To protect America's security, I withdrew the United States from the horrible one-sided Iran nuclear deal.
Whoa, wow. This is the whole Q post, guys. And I had done my NRO thread just before this, and this was at the rally, and it was kind of like out of nowhere, this dialogue came up. Very, very interesting to me. Thank you, POTUS. 5 by 5. So he also talked about the Iran nuclear deal, right? So let's just take a look. I think I showed you guys this before. I don't have it in my thread yet, but I will. If you look at Iran, so let's look at, the Space Force, right? So you got the Space Force logo. It's right here. Let me get it up. So in Greenland is this. Very interesting, right? Huh. The Air Force Space Command is in Greenland, folks. Then also, this is in Greenland. The 23rd Space Operations, right? Okay. It's located, it's has operations there as well in Greenland. Let me just see. And then we've got Iran, right? So Iran, let me just double check this. Where did it go? Oh, I went up. So Iran has logos on their missiles too. Remember when we looked at the logos for the NRO? Look at that. See their logo there on the rocket?
Strikingly familiar.
On the rocket pad there, the thing that holds the missile. So that looks awfully similar to that. Just like, we go to my thread, this looks awfully similar to that. No? Symbolism will be their downfall, folks. That's North Korea, by the way.
Those buildings are in North Korea and were built in a year.
In 1 year. Yeah.
And
so,
they're pretty technological savvy buildings there.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
For a country that has no resources and no ability to have a technological connection with the rest of us.
Right, with all those sanctions, right?
And they fly over.
So where do you think the $250 billion went, folks?
Well, there's no lights there. It's like you have big buildings like this in cities, but you don't have any lights in the country. Like there's no, it's dark at night in North Korea.
Look at this. This is their tech center. They're calling it an atom, though.
It's an atom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nothing to see here.
And then we showed you this. This is here we
go.
The
bank of the
Let's watch this. Let's watch this again. This is amazing.
This is the North Korea of the 21st century, and it's changing.
So we should do an only NRO show.
Future Scientist Street.
Future Scientist Street.
It's one of the sort of miracles of the DPRK, because this street, which contains these amazing blocks, was all built in a year. And it takes me about a year to get the bedroom painted, let alone build an entire modern city street. But even just to build this stuff that quickly shows ambition and a kind of sense of national commitment.
I freaked out when I saw that. I'm like, what?
Look like a modern city.
It's amazing how things are shown to you,
Kim Jong-un has promised to revive.
So I just wanted to show you that real quick. Symbolism will be their downfall. Now, this is called Pyongyang Speed. In 1958, they reconstructed their capital, and they called it Pyongyang Speed. So could speed posts be that, folks? Could that be in relation to
speed?
Yeah, to
in the Q post.
Yeah, like not just the movie. It's very interesting. So that's it. I mean, wait. You guys answered the call. I wanted to make sure I thanked you all for that. Carly had a couple of videos made of her beautiful song, guys, and I want to thank you guys so very much. And Carly is probably screaming right now, saying, "Tell them thank you." She's amazing. Let me find the video here real quick. There was let me just play one of them here. Hang on. Look at this. These were look at that. Those were also the ones that were deleted, guys. Remember that? Insert key. Do you think these have to do with intelligence satellites, guys?
I think they might.
NRO. NROC, backwards is corn. Oh, yeah. So somebody was asking me about Parkland, and this is David Hogg's video saying that there was a drill that night before. Again, I do think these are the perpetrators. There's 3 people right here, and the shirt being thrown out for this guy right here. He's wearing that shirt. He doesn't look very sweaty. He doesn't look like he shot anybody. But just very interesting stuff, guys. Never forgive, never forget. Parkland, guys. Let me just double check this. Where is? Oh, this was very interesting, guys. Look what these guys are doing. Hong Kong, we are with you. Wow.
We now have China is blocking black shirts. They're blocking laser pointers. They're blocking gas masks. All these products being asked for by Hong Kong people as to affect their systems of tracking, and they're making a very, very loud noise in Hong Kong right now, guys. And however, if there's a way that we can support them, let's try to at least give them a shout out on Twitter and let them know that America does stand with the citizens who are trying to stand for freedom in Hong Kong. Let's hope they're successful.
Yeah, we stand with you, Hong Kong. Q Army Hong Kong. Here we go.
That's right.
Carly, look at this video that they made. This is the real ITT 2020.
Let the stars and stripes wave. They wave for liberty.
You guys answered the call. Thank you.
Our nation under God. Our freedoms and integrity. Try to take our lives, we still will fight for freedom. We will champion the world. Our nation fights for the freedoms of every man, woman, boy, and girl. Our nation under God, invincible, with justice for liberty for us all. They tried to take God out of America, but they'll never remove him from our hearts. Our prayers give us the strength we need. They shine from sea to sea. Our nation under God, with justice for liberty for
I love that song. Thank you, Carly. Thank you at Real ITT 2020. Wonderful job. Wonderful. Thank you. JD.
Thanks for everyone. Thanks for everyone out there who's doing such great work, guys. This is an amazing time to see your country come back to life and start to breathe and run and get momentum now. It's just incredible, and I can't imagine another person to lead us than Donald Trump. This is just spectacular to watch the way that he stays ahead of them and moves so fast they can't keep up with him. Just incredible.
I love it. I love it. And, guys, if you guys want to support us and get something for it, we got this awesome.
Please come over.
Yeah, Teespring. Shady, I think you got a new logo, didn't you?
I did.
Let's go to Shady Groove. Where is that?
See that?
Yeah, let me see. Shady, I love it. Shady, let me see. S-H-A-D-Y. Shady Groove with 3 O's. G-R-O-O-O. Oops, that's 4. Oove. There he is. Look at this, guys. Check it out. There's Shady. Here's the red pill. Go ahead and take it. I love it, Shady.
Join the red-pilled masses.
That's it. So Shady's got his real face is the Punisher. You see him there? That's his real face. That's what he looks like. It is what he looks like too, guys. I'm not kidding. Get on over to the store. Maybe we'll have a Shady Groove shirt here soon. We need the large file, Shady. We'll get it up there for you. But check it out, guys. We got all shapes, sizes, colors, things that you can get. We got the United States Department of Winning. We've got so much. We got the NRO, the ITM NRO, and it says in Latin, nothing can stop what is coming. And that's our NRO patch, guys. That's my NRO patch. We got to stick it back in the faces of these evil people. Again, I do have a PayPal as well to keep us going if you guys want to do that. We have a Patreon with $195. Let's get that to $200 if we can. $1 a month. You can pick any amount that you'd like, but just buy us a cup of coffee. That's all it takes, guys, to keep us coming here every day. We love you guys. Shady, guess what?
It's time already?
It's time.
All right.
I mean, we could spend another 5 hours going over what's going on.
I mean, there's so much going on. It's hard to decide whether you want to talk about it or just sit and watch it. It's just amazing.
Oh, and I talked to Song Babe, and she's doing a new song. And we are gonna play. And I lost the link, so we're gonna get you back on, Song Babe. Thank you for communicating with me this weekend, and let me know when that new song is ready out. We are gonna be.
We're excited about that.
Yeah, she's gonna do a new song, and she's gonna try to raise money for veterans and or Flynn, but we are going to support her project 110% if it's even possible. I think 100% is all you can do, but I'll do even more than that, guys. So thank you very much. Love you guys out there. Love you to the mods. And Shady, final words before we head out of here.
All right, man. I know that we got to jump. It's been another lovely Monday on the wall. You guys are seeing a wall go up, and we're standing on this wall every day to protect freedom and liberty. And so much thanks to all of you guys for coming to the conversation. Thanks to you, Matrixxx. Much love, everybody. And we will see you again tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel.
Right on. And that's 1300 Eastern time every Monday through Friday on youtube.com/c/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's. Wow, guys, we should just stream all day, Shady. I tell you. Woo. A lot of stuff to cover. We try to cover it all. A lot of great YouTubers out there. Get the NRO thread out there, guys. Spread it. It is being censored 100%. Much love to you guys at Shady Groove with 3 O's, at intheMatrixxx, 3 X's, intheMatrixxx.com. Hey, wait till you see. We got a new intheMatrixxx.com coming your way soon. Stay tuned. See you tomorrow, Patriots. Much, much, much love. Peace.